Welcome back. It is the 1st of December, so every day between now and the big day, Ireland AM is counting down to Christmas with recipes that might make festive cooking that bit tastier.
We're all very happy by that. And
Yeah.
Krissy Gibson from Take the Cake is kicking things off with the perfect accompaniment to your turkey and ham. That be the cranberry, not sauce, mould.
Exactly. So what do you do with cranberries? We don't all know.
How do you solve a problem like cranberries?
What do you do with the cranberries?
Yeah.
Well, this is what I do with cranberries. And we eat this with our turkey dinners in the States. And personally, I also eat it for breakfast. I make a double batch of this every year. And my oldest son,
Wow.
Kian, and
Do you
I
put it on your toast?
go nuts.
No, okay, fine.
I eat it with a
Don't be
spoon.
silly.
Sometimes
Okay, straight in.
from the dish.
Okay.
We're going to start with 250 mils of hot water out of the kettle, okay? And to that, we're going to add 1 package of jelly. Ignore any directions on your package. Okay.
Oh, right, okay.
And this is about, I guess, about 160 grams of jelly. No, 135, I think. But just use 1 package. I use raspberry. You want to stick with red.
Okay.
All right. And we're going to also add 1 packet of plain gelatin. It's about 12 grams, I guess, a tablespoon, let's say. We need to dissolve this, okay? So we're short on time today. We're going to do some cheating,
Yes.
all right? But you want your jelly and your gelatin to be completely dissolved. And it's
Okay.
important. If you end up using sheets, you know, gelatin sheets,
Yeah.
use a few of them, but just make sure that you don't have any, you know, sheets
Bits
floating
left.
around
Yeah,
in
you've
there.
got to dissolve it.
You need to make sure that everything is dissolved.
Okay.
So to our hot water mixture, we are adding about 160 grams of white sugar. That's about 3/4 cup. And a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. That's just about 15 mils. We'll call it, say, a juice of half a lemon,
Okay.
maybe, if it's a big lemon. And then lastly, we're going to be adding some other bits to our cranberry mold. But one of the things we're adding today is pineapple. We're using 1 can of pineapple from the store. Wow. And when you open up your can of pineapple and you drain it, do not throw your juice away. We're going to use that juice. Here is the juice from my can of pineapple.
Quite a lot, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. So here's the juice. We're going to add that. And then you stick it in the fridge, all right? This is going to partially set. It's not going to become completely set. It's just going to be sort of gelatinous, you know?
Okay.
Kind
A
of
bit of a
slimy.
wobble to it.
It'll have a very slight wobble.
Little shuffle.
Can you show us your wobble again,
Sure.
Simon?
That's a panna cotta. That's a jelly.
The truffle
So
shuffle.
then while that is setting, while that is just kind of firming up a little bit for us, that'll give us time to prepare our fruit and veg. Now, if you have a food processor at home, it's your best friend here.
Yeah.
Because as you can see, our cranberries, we use raw cranberries for this recipe.
Fresh
I've ground the cranberries up quite finely, and that's what you want, okay? Here, when you're at the store, look for fresh cranberries in a packet. When you open that up, you're going to find some soft ones in there. It's inevitable, you know? So you want to pick out the soft ones and only use the hard cranberries,
ones.
okay?
So you got to go through them.
Yeah, go through them a little bit. When you wash them, you're going to notice a couple of soft ones. Pick them out,
Get
throw
rid
them
of
away. Only use your hard ones. You're going to grind fine about 100 grams of cranberries. These hardly have any weight to them. It's only about a cup of cranberries. We're also using 140 grams of chopped celery. As you can see, I also
Celery.
chopped that quite fine, okay?
Yeah.
We're doing 60 grams of chopped pecans. And, you know, it probably goes without saying that this is going to take a few minutes to do.
Sure.
But while you're doing it, take your time because your gelatin is setting.
It's assembly, isn't it, really?
Exactly. And then we're taking that pineapple. When you grind your pineapple in the food processor, hopefully, don't make a puree. Just chop it up. Okay,
Yeah,
you're not making
you don't
it's
wanna
not
blitz it.
yeah, you don't want to blitz it. It's not going to look like applesauce. So in goes your pineapple. And I think today we'll make a mold like this. A cranberry mold means you can mold it into any shape you want.
Yeah.
I personally like to put kiwis or mandarin oranges around the top. And so what I've done is I've opened up a can of mandarin oranges here. And what we would do is just line the bottom with them
Very
like
good.
this, okay?
And then pour your mix on
yeah,
top.
so when you flip it over the next day,
They're on the top.
Those will be showing.
You're watching The Irishman.
Tell you what.
You could also use something like this if you have a spring,
very good, yeah.
okay, and just a plain casserole dish. If you don't want to go fancy,
Yeah, and you can slice it then,
this you
couldn't
don't have to flip over. Just scoop it out with a spoon.
Okay.
I always make extra, and I set a couple of those aside in
course
the
you do.
fridge for my son and I to fight over. Okay, so the rest of the mandarin oranges that I didn't use, I'm going to set in. Do I have anything else? Yes, I do. Lastly, one orange, one large orange. You are going to use all of the zest from this orange, okay? So just grind the zest straight into your bowl of fruit and veg and nuts. And because we're short on time today, I probably won't do the whole orange, but when you're done with it, all of the rind will be gone. Next, you're not going to be able to do your orange in the food processor. It doesn't work.
Okay.
It just makes a mess.
Yeah.
So you're going to use your knife and cut off the rind from your orange, also being careful to remove the white pith. We don't want any of that white stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we're going to chop up our orange into fine pieces. You want pieces maybe this half the size of the mandarin oranges.
Okay.
Just little pieces of orange, okay? So you're going to use the whole orange, and as I cut them up, I'm going to be careful not to include any of the white bits, okay? So you've got little pieces of orange thrown in there. And it's nice, actually, having those bits of fruit to bite through.
So all of that orange goes in there. Okay.
So here we have all of our fruit and veg ready to go. So next, we're going to take out our gelatin mixture, which, just for the purposes of this morning, it's not set, but just bear with me here. Just go with me. When you guys use your own, you'll find that it's a little bit slimy. Do your kids ever play with that slime? It can be kind of like that. Maybe not so much. And then we mix it up. We pour it straight into our mold. And like I said, it can take any shape of any pan that you use.
And
okay?
that's it.
I personally use cling film at the bottom of my pan before I line it with the mandarin oranges. And that way, when I take it out, I just remove the cling film.
Yeah, okay.
Simple
So you
as.
line it with cling film, then
This
put your
goes in the
mandarin
fridge
segments.
overnight, okay?
Overnight.
Yeah, now, Aiden, I really want you to taste this. Son,
Okay, then.
I know better than to force you to taste anything tart on air. But,
Okay. Are you a cranberry man?
No.
But
No.
if you want
No.
to taste
You
it, please
cranberry
feel
man.
free.
Absolutely. With the turkey and ham.
Listen,
Here you go, son.
I could live off of this.
Yeah, no.
Aiden, this one is for you.
Do you know, I'm very stupid, might be the word. I was looking at that earlier going, that's a lovely trifle. I didn't
Do you
know
realise
some-
this was going
somebody
to be
said
the
that
end
to me
product. and
yesterday.
it's
I thought it was
cranberry
steak
mould.
tartare when I came in this morning.
Kinda looks like that, doesn't
You
it?
want an expert
Okay.
opinion?
So this goes with the turkey and ham, but like you say, you can eat it
Thank you
on its
very
own.
That's right. I eat it for breakfast the next day. I will eat this as a main course in front of the television.
You loving it?
It's beautiful.
Isn't it beautiful?
Excuse me.
It's surprising, isn't it? And the celery and the
There's
pecans
so many
give it
different
such a
flavours.
nice texture.
You having a turn?
I knew it was going to happen.
Minerva. Anisane punch.
Anisane hit him.
It's very,
Punchy.
it's very fruity. Yeah. It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I knew this would not be up Simon's alley, but see, that's why I brought the chocolate, Anna.
Brought chocolate cake.
I had to bring him something.
And key lime pie. That's really good. It's a lovely way to serve the cranberry.
It's
Instead of just
great
making
with
a
turkey.
straightforward sauce.
It's great with any turkey
Easy to
dinner.
finish that.
And it's better than just the boring cranberry sauce that you buy in a jar.
Gorgeous. Great job.
Absolutely. There's no going back from that, and it's worth the effort. That's beautiful, Krissy.
Thanks,
you,
Aiden.
Krissy.
You
I'm
can
glad
get
you
full
like
recipe
it.
details up on our website, or check out Take the Cake for more of Krissy's wares.
Now, up next, we're marking World AIDS Day by debunking some of the myths surrounding HIV here in Ireland today. Stay with us.